doesn't chew through opponents quite fast enough to stop the Sunder, and he doesn't ever build splash damage or feel like this. But he does have an Earth Spirit that's going to presumably be able to rotate around that time.
Well, bottom lane, they have found Shoshlo here. And 6 stacks of napalm, not enough to get Shoshlo the first blood. FNG hides in the trees.
FNG able to get away there very
lanes, right? It's just so hard to actually deal with. You feel like you have to and just hope that you can scale them.
Yeah, the problem is, mid, Tame My Wild is barely, okay. We'll end up going down. Deep dive, now Vanscore coming in.
They've got, 4 heroes mid right here. I still don't think they can get this. Okay, maybe they can.
They're going for it, the roll in, there's the stun, and Tame My Wild is going to prove you wrong.
That was a hell of a roll.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, they're gonna go for it. They got a point in the aura. They're doing it.
Oh, they're leveling for it. They're leveling to save your prediction.
Thanks,
50
man.
seconds. And Nofear taken out up here. That implies some sort of reaction, but he's just watching it fall. Are they going to try? They want the roar. They've got it, but they can't turn around. The Vanscore coming up with the negative armor going out onto Yoky. Yoky now going to throw the prime roar. As the match missiles out to one side, Medpop will be going down. Now the Bat Rider's in here as well. That is the Rubik dropping. That is 2 down with the Beastmaster being traded on the other side. Bat Rider Shoshlo throwing out the sticky napalms, trying to make something else happen, but with the AA here, 3 heroes to respond, and no
leveling up now to deal with. It's interesting that this is actually the defensive build for once, but the fact that he's going to 3 in the Timber Chain, only 1 reactive armor.
And Tame My Wild is gone.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I shouldn't have said anything. That's what you get, Tame My Wild.
Time. Right, every time you get a furry swipes. So you are losing out on 35% of versus damage in that trade every single time you get a furry swipe. And up top, Metpom is going to go down.
And just give him the hate. Don't even have to use the roars.
That's a misread of the situation that's going to lead to an absolutely uncontested Aegis.
Just easy one for the
Virtus.pro need to start getting their advantage now, especially with the Ember Spirit build that they're about to go for. The blink in is not going to be what they wanted. They are going to move on to the Ember Spirit, who drops down first. And there's the roll in.
Sometimes you just gotta buy that blink dagger first, especially when you're in the off lane, so start for them.
Oh, Nofear going in, but there's the telekinesis out. The Ice Blast will land on 2.
Oh, with the magnetize.
Oh, that could be trouble. But Sidoi is going to go ahead and get his health back up with that Sunder. He gets roared and ends up going down, but manages to make a trade out of it. Tame My Wild coming in very aggressively, gets locked in the trees. Can't get away. Not often you see that happen to a Timber Saw. Meanwhile, Shoshlo getting off onto the high ground. Terrorblade, and we saw it in this last fight, I'm pretty sure. But in case it didn't happen, cleared up. Sunder can give health under the effect of Ice Blast.
Yeah, it did happen that fight too.
Yeah, so
one of those weirder mechanics.
Trying to get away. Right, but they picked the AA into the Terrorblade, which is what's weird about that. We are going to have the Saw finish off a second kill there and a tap real parry. Oh, they're looking for 2 pieces. Ice Blast is coming in, will not land on anything. There's the Prime Roar going out on the Metpom, but meanwhile the Timber Saw coming in on Yoky already down. The Return Roar. Take a taste of your own medicine, you loud son of a bitch.
Nice little return there with the shock room too, so. Yeah. Boy, just because, again, how low that HP pool generally stays, considering he is such a hero trying to burst down, but...
Oh, speaking of being bursted down, nothing can be done here. He is a goner. And that's like the 4th time in a row. Getting very close to a Battle Fury, at least that will increase his farm. Meanwhile, up top, wow, Yoky.
Yeah, he's just running.
Yeah, well, not running so much, hanging around the area. He's got an invis, but whatever the case, they're not going to get you fast enough, it looks like. Bat Rider is hanging around the area. There's the Chakram to check. See, Alohadance getting kind of low here.
They have no vision, too. They have no idea where the rest of the heroes are. They have this, but...
Ale is going to go out and scout on the north side, and immediately the roll. Very nice play from Virtus.pro. Now they're going to try and collapse back. That was a really nice play by FNG, and what their opponents are going to be at defending.
And are they considering pushing into Aegis? I mean, all the tier 2s are down, so there's really no other objectives on the map that are easier to take, and they're not going to burn the Aegis here,
We're going to move on to Alohadance, so it's just
so weak.
Yeah. He got punched the door, and he just hits insanely hard. That's a death down here as well on the AA, who was way out of position, got lassoed out. And this is probably going to be a dead tower, but then they'll have to walk onto the high ground to siege the racks. Ember Spirit trying to slow them down as best he can with the Flight of Fist, but Timbersaw's doing plenty of zoning.
Ursa is a good deny.
Oh, yeah, that is a good deny. Flop as well. Putting out the range barracks, they'll just back out. This is good play, I think, by FlipSid. Take what you can get and try to bait your opponents out of the base. It's almost working. And you can see the Rubik is setting up here, ready to re-engage.
Your blink gets down. Alohadance, you didn't press the button. Alright.
Fortunately, there's no... Looks like there's no blink. Oh,
that's the real Terrorblade.
Oh, wow, well, a nice roar, and that is going to be double kill going on to FlipSid, as well as a unstoppable streak onto Sidoi. Alohadance now forced to run away. He does not have his ultimate for 6 seconds, but it doesn't look like the damage is there. We'll be able to blink.
How on earth did he get his blink off? Did he not have flame break? I guess he must have missed it or something. Just didn't have it.
I think he had spent it earlier in the fight.
Yeah, must have. Either way, it doesn't look like it's going to matter all too much. Already down as they went to that big fight, but that was that re-engage. I mean, you talk about trying to bait them out. Did it ever work? Thought they had the nice blink.
I mean, Virtus.pro, there's no reason to leave the high ground though.
No.
Anyway, the Ice Blast is going to land on Sidoi. He does have his ultimate though. He doesn't get to cast it. Nope, he does get to cast it.
Nice
and
swap.
up back to full health. A perfect swap to save him, yeah. That's the second or third time we've seen major swaps from that pump. Basically win a fight.
Kid comes out and hits Tame My Wild. Sidoi maybe about to go down.
That's a huge gold bandit going the way of Virtus.pro. They're not out of this yet. They're only down 1 rack. They have an Ember Spirit. Slight miss on the stun from G, but they're not done chasing Tame My Wild. There's going to be the Primal Roar. He's got 23 Bloodstone charges. He's going to lose some of them here. Van score now coming in.
That is not Roar.
Yeah. Not going to be able to help, and will end up going down as well. Gosh, that's probably like a 20, and the survivability to hold on to a Rapier is not in his base kit. He doesn't have versatility about him.
No, and he doesn't even have the blink either. It's just like, it's really rough for him. So he'll pick up the Chrysalis as expected, but...
Oh, there's the blink for Lasso. G is going to be pulled out. I don't think he has Remnant. The Roar does go out there. Nofear jumping in with the Magnetize, but will immediately go down. Sacrifice himself. There's no buyback on the Ember Spirit, who did end up going down there as well. And I mean, you can tell FlipSid are here for the win because they're going for the melee racks instead of shipping it.
Yeah, I think they know there's nothing really to contest them. Roar down, Ember Spirit not coming back. They would have seen that Chrysalis being up there. And all they have to do is just be wary of the Ice Blasts.
Also, only hit band score will go down from it. But small victory once again. Fade Bolt goes out. There's the swap out. Boy, it's be caught here as well, but Alohadance will be flips under, and once again, Sidoi is at full health and able to walk on up to this building and smack it in the face. Oh my god. Sidoi is getting very low. Will end up going down. It looks like, can they secure it? They do secure it. Now the Bat Rifle Shockwave coming in. Before he was down, now it's just the AA. A buyback from the Smash, no Primal Roar. The melee rack does go down, but once again,
if that trend will continue.
They've had those Aegises, but they've immediately dropped.
The Answer are still aggressive.
Oh, wow. Dude, they're going to be moving on. Tame My Wild is roared up here. He's immediately collapsed upon and will crumble underneath the weight. There's going to be the return with the blink and lasso coming out here. Terrorblade just doing tons of damage. The stun goes out, but that's not enough to save Alohadance, who is ending up going down. He's down for a full minute. Buyback from Ancient Apparition, but what is he going to do in this fight? The AA blast will land a mess up. He goes down in shatters. Nofear ends up going down here as well. Buyback from Ember now as Yoky tries to get away. Ember Spirit is here, but now he has to back out after the buyback because his team just can't stand up. Ancient Apparition, that's a dieback on him. The Ember Spirit now cut out. No remnants available. He is getting low. He is being chased down, and they're just waiting for the Terrorblade to catch up with him. The shotgun going to slow him. Spirit will zip all carry. Van Score, you're taking one for the team, buddy, as Sidoi needs to stand and take down the tower. He is as big as that tower. Monster. Fire him. Roll.
1700 gold, my phone could even become more annoying and obnoxious to deal with, but here we go. The Bat Rider plays. Shasha already on the high ground.
Alright, yeah, he is waiting on the high ground. They're going to move into Roche here. Everybody knows what's going on. It's just which team blinks first. Alohadance taking a lot of damage from Roche, getting a couple unlucky stuns as well. We'll get force staffed onto the high ground. Meanwhile, FlipSid, Tame My Wild stuck here on the high ground. The death on Met Pump, but Aegis on the Terrorblade. I'm not sure what you do. Primal Roar and Advance Ward. That's one down. The Ice Blast going out does land on Sadoy, but he can't always get himself back up with that ultimate. Tame My Wild now off the high ground, coming down here. Gets a nice interchange, moving on to Nofear. The lasso was there as well, onto the Ancient Apparition. And I just don't know what you do when you are this far.
Workers, bring them on in.
Yeah, it's what do you do? Virtus.pro aren't going to have an Ember Spirit for 45 seconds. They know. FlipSid knows that buyback's on cooldown, and there's an Aegis on the Terrorblade, who's still a Thunder because he didn't have to use it in that fight. He's got a BKB as well, which has a full 10-second duration, and he's about doubling up his next closest opponent, by the way. He's got about as much as the Ursa and the Ember Spirit combined in terms of net worth. They just did not shut him down. They're going to move out, try to get him, but the BKB turn around onto the AA, and that's all she wrote from back here, it looks like. Hey, actually going down to the Megas, as Yoky is just going to be thundered. The Roar goes out defensively. He force-taps away, but Tame My Wild wants to get it. He can't quite get up thanks to a nice body block from Nofear. A Pyrrhic victory maybe, though, as, yeah, the Ursa goes out. No buyback on him. He's down for 70 seconds, and I don't even think their base has 70 seconds left. Shockload's gonna eat the cheese. They can't even kill the Bat Rider.
Well, Ember's back, baby. Get him, G.
G is not doing a whole lot here, to be quite honest. He's trying. He's giving it the old yeoman's effort.
Oh, Sonoy's in your fountain, and that's the GG right there. So wow.
Can you imagine being Virtus.pro, being one game away from likely making it to what is probably going to be a $20 to $22 million tournament, and you get eliminated by the team that is already out of the running?
That's impressive.
They're just playing for honor.
Yeah.
And they managed to take Virtus.pro down with them. Maybe some hard feelings on that one.
I was not expecting that. I would have given them, coming into this game after what we just saw,